So obviously mine is Fireballs. Let's see. So I've got mine laid out by language. The unique ones on the first page, obviously, are the Summer Fireball. They were talking about 4th edition before, and then Rivals. I have Rivals in here. Let's see, I don't know. It's the 2-player set. We have obviously the Alpha Cut alternate 4th. I haven't put this in yet. If anybody's looking at Rivals, if you look on the back of your cards, it looks just like 4th edition. It looks a little darker in some instances. But to left the green dot, there's a little slash that's on the back of it that'll denote that it's Rivals. Every single rival card has it. Rival cards are actually printed with a black core to them as well. So, fun little tidbit. What else is fun with English ones? We have a couple of doodles. Here's a doodle from Mark. So there's two different ones. You have your Summer Fireball that has the 94 date, and then so I've put little denotions so you know what set they're from. Like this says comic promo here. It also has a 94 copyright. Yeah. Well, people also think they've revised and it's summer, so it's yeah. And summer's also got a much darker printing, very similar to what you'd find in Unlimited as well. So yeah, there's so many differences with all the little for all the whiteboarded cards in English because there's so many printings that I found it very easy to just put little things like I've got 4th, Alpha Cut 4th, alternate 4th, just so people understood what was what. We have. Yep. Right. Yeah, there's so many out there. It's ridiculous. I think we're over 200 now for Fireballs. So what I did with mine is I have a ridiculous number of revised to over 12,000, which is roughly 1% of the print run of revised. So I took revised cards and backed them with flags of the country for each individual language. So I'm going to go through that quickly so we can go to the fun part of the oddities and rarities section. Chinese was also, I've heard it repeated numerous times, Chinese and Russian were the 2 hard ones for me to find the differences. So many times you order simplified or traditional and it shows up as, Japanese or something else when people don't understand the differences. Here we go. So we're going to go into the fun section. We got see, these are all just shifted all the way to the edge. This one is 4th edition. So 4th edition, no known full sheets were released in the wild and cut. So any 4th editions, you should be fine. I'm assuming these are all factory cut because they don't show an extra card or anything else. Yep. And then, so this is what, M11. Take out sleeves. Hopefully you can see it a little bit better. Ink air right across the back of it. You can see the discoloration right here. Yeah. Yep. So we have that. We have this one, which you can see there's missing blue within the word magic, and then the ring, the circle that's in there is pink instead of the usual blue color. This set it's the Fire and Ice set. It's got the really weird foiling to it, yeah. This one, let's see if you can see this or not. There are, right here, there's some ink missing. It actually splatters right across the center of the card. And that's one of the, it's a player reward one. This one I actually just got this past week. This is a German one that is extremely dark in the printing. It's got so much extra black ink in the card. I love it. It looks almost smoky. This one looks so much better in person. While it's dark, it's still So here's a regular German, if you can see the difference in the coloration now. Shows up a lot better. So this German one actually has a gray border to it. There's a lot of the German and French ones had that issue. I only have one crimped Fireball. It's a nice crimp. It's almost 3 millimeters in. Yeah, that was nice. Here's one you don't see very often. This is a twisted cut. You can see just a sliver of a card here at the top, and then it goes away. Yep. Here's another one that's a little more severe on the twist, where it goes straight across, and there's almost a hump there. Yep. There's another one here, the Alpha Cut Revised. It didn't have a space for it in the front, and I got it after I completed the global, not knowing that it was a thing. So that's back here with the rarities, because like, I don't want to shift all the cards one spot. Yep. Sure. Uh-oh.
Gonna be easy to fix.
All good.
Now it should be fixed. Just go on. Sorry to interrupt you.
Sure, for sure. So this one does show another card. This is a 4th edition one, so again, we're secure that that's a factory
Yeah, this
error.
is a factory cut. Yeah.
Yep. Back match is the same. So I've got a little piece of cardboard behind this one. It has a square corner to it, or it got cut differently.
Yeah. Nice.
And then the other ones down here, I do believe all to be non-factory cut, especially the arena ones when people would win the full sheet and chop them up. Revised showing that much. And then I have a foil one down here. I'm assuming someone cut the entire sheet because it does show 4 cards.
Yeah, those are
be really cool.
Those are very cool. Even if they are not factory cut, they are really cool.
Yeah, they're still cool. It's just cooler when they are factory cut, right?
Yeah.
So when I went to go for the playtest copies, I did a lot of talking with Keith, who has acquired quite a bit of them. There's one differentiation of the 1st and 2nd editions of the Fireball, because they didn't change anything. They didn't change card stock or anything else to go along with this. So I only have one iteration, which is it's just the text and the colored in circle on it. And it just says X damage. And then the other 2 are the one where you added the graphic to it and paying 1 additional for each target, so you understand what that does, rather than the original one was just does X damage.
Most people only use it like that to do X damage. So
right. Well, most people do. You're right. Because Earthquake is probably better for trying to take out a whole bunch of little ones, right? And then this one, from my understanding, is from a set called Menagerie, which ended up being Mirage and Visions. So that's what the orange one is. There is one that I've seen out there that I don't have, is from a set called Lunchbox, because talking to Joel, he was saying that was when they were trying to find a way to do one that they could do during their lunch break. So for faster games and stuff like that. So I've seen one other iteration that I don't own. And then this one is Spectral Chaos. The card itself, the physical card, is a Fireball. The text on the card is not a Fireball at all. Completely different sorcery that we never got to see come to light.
No, but it's also really cool.
It's still cool. Oh, for sure. Then we go into different altars. Most of these are not done by the artist. This one is. So this has the Fireball on the front that he. Yep. And then on the back he did one. And so down here it said 0/0NM. So I contacted Mark to ask him about this. What he said is it was not mine. He did not get this from Wizards directly. So there were a few sets from the original sets that were full sheets that were out there that were cut, and then people did give to artists apparently to do stuff on. So this is from one of the uncut sheets that someone cut up and then took to Mark.
Okay.
Nice. So one little interesting behind that. So there's differences in the finishes as well. If we go on, I'm going to go back here to artist proofs.
Uh-huh.
So this is an artist proof. Number 6 out of 50. He numbered all of his.
Uh-huh.
And my camera, I don't think, is in focus now. That's fun.
No, but it has a different coating, right? In the back?
Yeah, different coating. So this one has a little bit of glossiness to it.
Mhm.
This one is more of this is like more glossy. This is semi-glossy. And then this, which it has a signature and then has a little LOL over here. I saw Mark and I showed it to him. He goes, yeah, that's not my signature. Square card back. So apparently someone took superfine sandpaper and sanded off a collector's edition.
Mhm.
So this one is completely matte finish. It feels like paper. So there's no finish to it at all. So that was a lot of information to understand the differences between the three.
Yeah.
But
interesting.
I'll put this one back in here. These are the only artist proofs that I have so far from Fireball, because apparently he gave out so many of them back in the day that there's not a ton out there. I'll show a couple of the fan art that I've had. So Dustin Brossard, if you've ever seen him in the Altar groups, did this one for me.
Cool.
If you've never played Magic before, you'd never know that this is not what they looked like. I mean, the borders, I think, are phenomenal to it, and still using the original artwork. We do have another one from Mark with a little smiley face, a little more menacing than the last one. But lots of friends have sent me ones over the years, a lot from the old school community of Ultras they've done. I do have, this is my only Garfield signature for a Fireball. I'm still trying to find original old frame, old art with his signature. I know of a few out there, but they're currently in collections. They're not going anywhere.
Yeah.
This is one I picked up recently. It's signed by the artist. It's the 3-pack of Fireballs as rewards that are still in its original wrapper.
So the pack is signed, not the card itself.
Yeah, the pack itself is signed and sealed with 3 in there. I was like, all right, that's different. Had an altar here. Someone gave me. Someone saw an artist at a GP, I believe it was, and had altars done with my face on it. Oh, here we go. Here's the fun stuff in the back. We have the Arena Fireball, the extremely large one, and then we have the comic with the Fireball still sealed in it, and the page-a-day calendar with the Fireball from Wednesday, April 16th. What else? I'm working on Shatter, so we'll get there. We're about 3 or 4 cards away. What else do I have? I have the
this one is
metal
really cool.
print artwork. Yeah. So I mean, it's a full piece of metal that will stand up on its own. But yeah, there's that one. I haven't framed this yet. The print for the player rewards one. I've been in contact with the other artist who did everything from Darksteel on. He just found his artist proofs, so hopefully those will see the light of day shortly. Have not seen a print of that or an actual print that's not on metal of the original artwork. And then as far as graded cards, I have my Alpha 8, and then I've got a 9 for revised. Another fun thing I've been doing since I've been doing the collection now is if I ever do a trade with somebody or I play them in real life, I've made a little stamp, and I stamp and number Fireballs and send them off to people. With that 1% of the print run, I was like, well, so, I mean, it's a little stamp. I've initialed it. I've numbered each one. We're in the 500s, almost 600s right now of ones that I've sent out to people. So I figure with having over 12,000 Fireballs, there should be a reason to repopulate
so it's
all
not,
the Fireballs that are out there.
It's not per game, but per person, right? You don't sell.
Yeah. I know people who have 1 or 2 play sets because we've traded so many times or played so many different times. So they have multiple of them, but a lot of folks in the old school community have them in their decks. So it's amusing when people post pictures of their decks that they use for an event, and you see one of your cards in there or something. So
very nice.
Cool. So that's about it for me. You have any questions?
Well, yeah, I have many questions. What I don't have is time. But yeah, it's amazing.
All right. Well, hey, thanks for having me on, and I'll enjoy watching the other folks go through their
Yeah.
collections. Oh, wait, one last one.
Now,
I've got a
now we
wooden
are.
fireball.
Okay. This is something that you don't see
So
every day.
someone who does laser etching on wood.
Yeah, so it's extra official, but it's also really nice looking.
Yeah, it's not official, but it's still fun.
Yeah.
So, all right. Thanks so much, guys.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Yep.
Bye-bye.
All right. Take care.
You too.
Bye.
Bye-bye.